Apply all the lowdown and even the laydown. With lots of big stores, we're very convenient and open every weekend as well.
Bet you do it better with Banner.
Without cricket, summer isn't the same. There's nothing like the feeling out of the game. The boys are keen to get the show on the road. They're shifting into demolition mode. A full house really sets the scene. Everybody is a part of the team. Out at the ground is where I most want to be. To cheer the home side to victory. Come on, come on. Come on, Aussie. Come on, come on, come on, Aussie. Come on, come on, come on, Aussie. Come on, come on, come on, Aussie. Come on, come on. Come on, Aussie, come on.
Catch the Benson and Hedges Test and World Series.
Wheelies are winners. Thank you, South Australia, for your continuing support.
The stars of Batman Week begin Sunday night
Vicky Vale.
with Kim Basinger.
It's me, Nadine Hightower.
Seductive, scintillating in the movie premiere, Nadine.
Call the police. There's been a murder up here.
She only wanted what was hers. What she took belonged to someone else.
You in the jailhouse.
Now, the cops want her.
First drink's on me, Vernon Hightower. Soon be one of the richest sons of bitches you ever set your eyes on.
The killers want him.
Don't worry, darling. I'm on a roll. You got a baby to think about. Now haul ass.
They wanted a divorce, but nothing in this story is going to plan.
It just doesn't seem to be your day. Don't worry, I'm on top of this whole situation.
I've never killed a woman before.
A movie that gets madder by the minute. Kim Basinger, Jeff Bridges, for the first hilarious time on television.
I have a plan, he said.
The outrageous Nadine, Sunday, 8:30.
I got a plan.
On 9.
Formula One, the world.
Good morning and welcome to ABC Television via OSAT domestic satellites on this Wednesday the 16th of December 1987. In a few moments it's Cartoon Carnival.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back once again to the stream. Still got to find a name for it. Anyway, more Pokemon. And I have to do this a different way because when things update, it gets annoying. So, this one. That. And that. You're not doing this again, are you? Ah, that would be why. I was trying to capture the scripting window, not the actual game window. Anyway. And of course, controller plays. Should be good now. Why is it doing that? Alright, well, one moment, I guess. This, that, do this, do that, this into this, that, and we might as well change the time then. Let's say it's Saturday, not 5 AM though. Let's do Saturday night. I heard it's alright for fighting. There we go. Everything good for now. Make sure I've got this set up just in case. And what am I doing now? Do a bit of training. That's right, I need Rock Smash. Because Morty won't leave the gym until the mystery is solved. Not the gym, Tin Tower. Not Tin Tower, Burnt Tower. I'm all over the shop today. So happy. It's always a worry if I'm faster than the enemy. Yeah, that's a bit too much, so... Well, that's a special attack, so that's not going to do much. Switching tactics. Gee, thanks. Rabana. So I think I figured out why the system may be having a little bit of issue. It's that it's currently maxing out all my CPU space. And it's like, I don't know what the solution is to that though. Is it to get a new CPU? Because, oof. Like, I'm already saving up for a lot of medical stuff, let alone, like, I've got my eye on new actual tech to make the thing just better all around. But I guess maybe that should be a higher priority then. The trick is, getting anything that's good requires a new motherboard, which requires, like, new memory, which, you know, it's all an ongoing rolling issue rather than a very easy fix. So if some wealthy benefactor wants to drop like 15k on me, that would be very handy. However, in all fairness, I do not see that happening. And if only for the cynical reason of I won't provide a good reaction for their YouTube prank video or whatever. So it's unlikely to occur. But if anyone out there is insanely generous and just, I guess, insane in general, and wishes to bankroll me, you know, I'm not saying no. Like, I've gone on record before to a few other people. It's like, pay me $1,000 a week, and I will quit my job and do streaming basically full-time with whatever you suggest. And that's Australian money, so that's probably like $20 US. It's not even that hard. I am open to bribery, sponsorship, all sorts of that stuff. I do have some standards of sponsorship though. Like, I've already, for the podcast that I do, had to drop ads for the Australian Army and the casino. Because it's like, nah. I could probably do without that money. Because it also probably would not be much. They make way too much, but they can't give enough of it away. Shock, confuse, and attack. Fool, you're only making me stronger in my rage. No, just for the rub-ins. Get wet, duck. Ugh. Ugh. A little bit tired today. I mean, to be fair, a little bit tired every day. Because don't we all just live in a capitalist hellscape? Mm. Let's see if I can make it back through Mount Mortar. That's right, I've got to go through there. Oh, yeah. I remember you from last time. Gonna want to fight? Probably. Is it gonna be good? Probably not. Oh. Quickie tack. Now, notably, it didn't is different from it doesn't. Oh, sure. Yeah. I know it's a little bit of a waste to, like, do that for a random encounter. Haven't really got anything to heal Omelette up with. Is that a valid Nidoking? I don't think so. Because I think Nidorino is a little bit higher of an evolve level. Because Nidoking's fine, like, at any level, realistically. Because, you know, just drop a Moonstone on it. But the issue would be at what level does Nidoran male evolve into Nidorino? Same thing with Nidorina for Nidoqueen. And I read somewhere they're supposed to be based on rabbits. And if that's the case, I don't know if I want to go to Japan where their rabbits are poisonous. Because I know people give Australia shit. At least we're like open about how much everything wants to kill everything. Can't trust other places if they're just willing to hide that information. Yeah, he's fine. Again, I still like that it looks like he's got no eyes. Though, I think... maybe... like, are those his pupils right in the center? Like, is he basically staring at where his nose would be? Don't know. Can he not tell? Oops. I believe he wants to battle. And I don't really want to give him the satisfaction. Quite honestly. Mahogany. Now let's have a look. Wow, we're just really getting nothing. I say as we get something. Venorac. Oh hey, you know what I am. Goodbye. No stat changes or no statuses? I can't remember which. It's one of them. I think that's no stat changes. Because Safeguard, I believe, is the statuses. Which is why, like, the legendaries have it. Because then you can't put them to sleep while they've run away. What tail? At that point you're just shaking your ass at it. Can't disable metronome. Because it's never what's actually being used. Furry attack. Thank you for obliging. Is it 2 to 5 turns if I buy it? Because I'm pretty sure I got it on 4 once. Come on. Well, I mean, I'll take it, but I'm not happy about it. Okay, now I'm happy about it. With the confusion, that was like twice the chance it could have failed. No, I can still keep Omelette out for a sec. Good call by me. Didn't need to try harder than that. Alright, that'll do it. I should check on my, like, schedule settings and everything. After the stream. It's no good doing it now, I'm streaming now. Well, the self-pity kill. Wow. The disrespect. Retribution. I mean, yeah, fair, that's hubris. Is that hitting off poison? Can't remember. Maybe it's rock, because you crush a lot of bugs with a rock. I was going to say, oh, well, let's test it. But it's like, well, we know it's super effective. We just saw it. Alright. Well. The wrong move, buddy. I don't remember, is it even here? Results are inconclusive. Let's have a little look-see. I mean, that's not going to help you too much. Nope. That technically is the correct route. However, it does not appear in this game without a trade. What can I do in the meantime? Doesn't appear to be much. Morning would have been a good time to try that. Ah, well. Because apparently, you can get a very early Fanpy. If you so desired one. And I would recommend giving it a try at least once. No, I don't think you're going to make it. So let's get some muscle in. Nothing yet. Sheesh. Wow, it's got 2 moves to confuse. That doesn't seem fair. You know what? Now I'm annoyed. Yeah, I know. You know what we can do, actually? We could go do that job that's sitting around waiting for someone to do it. Yeah, well. Let's be honest, it was never gonna last. What have I got? Oh yes, mysterious egg that we do not know anything about. And I need to fix that slot. No, it'll get it in its own time when it's good and ready, I guess. That one. And that one. Alright, now we go back through the mountain. Purposely pick fights. Rock against ground, not that good. Who'd have thunk it? Is it magnitude 10 that's the top then? Is that 2 hits? That could be 3. Well, that's 4 maybe. Or maybe it's 5. Oof. That's 5 and it missed. Congratulations. Awesome. I mean, even the slightest touch would have done it, dude. Just for that. Get spiked, idiot. Yeah, I could see that it was doing that, so I'm like, well, I'll just get on the refresh and reload train. Try to cut it off at the pass a little bit. Hey, nothing you can say. Right now, you're just poison, aren't you? Well, this should test the theory if it's bug or poison. If it hit. Missed again. Well. Just having a look as if there's anything interesting along the way. Alright, run it back. Like, I don't even have Quilava on my team. Like, seriously. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I'm gonna have to, annoyingly, file a bug report. Yeah, but I don't know how, like, why it's doing it, so I can't say, oh, this is how it's replicatable. Head to butt. Right. Really made it not easy on myself making it nighttime. But them's the breaks. We just need to get Rock Smash. Which I believe from memory is on the beach. Is it? Is this optional new area? Yes, Battle Tower. So this is your post-game content, basically. Forgot they'd added that. Oh yeah, I talked to you already. Because I'm thinking of Emerald, where they added it. Where is Rock Smash? Hmm? Let's have a look. Alrighty, so we've got to dig in a little bit more. As I quickly try to look it up. Why wouldn't I? Why doesn't it have? Weird. Alright, let's try a different method then. A 12-step program to do this. Why? Is it the guy? Yeah, it's the guy next to the bloody... Why didn't I think of that? Now we're gonna go all the way back. Yeah, it makes sense in retrospect. So I'm starting to understand why no one wants to watch. If it's all this all the time. Just me having no clue what I'm doing. I get it. Quantum State at the Great Barrier Reef right here. Because Cursor is the new one, and that's what happens if it dies. Which is unfortunate. Yeah. Of course it has recover. Yeah, extra money. Next attack's gonna be a good hit, so let's make it a good hit. Come on, Dynamic Punch. Jeez, maybe I'll have more luck with rollout at this point. I mean, I was kind of joking. Is that 4 self-hits in a row? That's weird. Well, I mean, that worked, so let's run it back. Obviously, could have worked better. Nope. Well, that's 4. That's 5. I mean, this isn't going to end well. I mean, maybe I can cheese it. Nope. Oh no, not my physical attack. Wow. Didn't even try to hit itself. That's rude. Pokémon Center. Let's have a look. It sure is. Not doing that. Just smash them up. Yeah. Where's that apricorn at? See ya. Alright, what have we got? What have you got? Lick, Charm, Bite, and Headbutt. Yeah. Charm ain't cutting it anymore. Not with that face. Did I? Oh. I must have just, like, skipped past him a bit. Drowsy. Drowsy. I mean, sure, okay. You're right, seeing my Pokemon being put to sleep is very scary. Let's heal up, get rid of this status. And we're at the hour, so let's take a quick break. Don't go away.
Days and nights of electric atmosphere as the fastest men in the world go for glory. Nine's wide world of sports brings you all the action from the Foster's Australian Grand Prix when Adelaide comes alive.
What's the best value lunch idea around town? Sizzler. It's all the fresh, crisp salad, all the delicious fruit, all the hot soup, and all the traditional pasta you can eat, as well as a lean, juicy burger for just $6.89. That's right, $6.89 for all the salad, fruit, soup and pasta you can eat, as well as a lean, juicy burger at Sizzler. What are you doing for lunch? Sizzler.
Elsie's just come out of hospital. She's waiting for Meals on Wheels to bring her food, to bring her books, to bring her tender, loving care. There are people like Elsie in your neighborhood who are waiting for you to give a hand. Don't let them wait any longer. Phone Ruth Chapman at Meals on Wheels headquarters weekdays between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Phone now. Show them that you care.
The girls have found a new friend.
He likes me. He must be a male.
But Rose may pay the price.
If he lifts his leg in this house, I'm rubbing your nose in it.
The Golden Girls.
I don't know how she gets away with it. If she was my age, she'd be locked up at Shady Pines making boats out of popsicle sticks.
8:30 Wednesday night.
What was that?
Rose brought a dog home from the supermarket.
But couldn't she just get stew meat like she usually does?
Here on GTS BKN.
You're making me hoarse. Now, we're here tonight to say thanks to our new friend, Mitch Matthews, local manager for New Zealand Insurance.
Good on you, Mitch.
We all remember that awful night when the old shed burned down, leaving us nowhere to hit the hay.
It was really bad.
But Mitch said, look, you get your claim in, and I'll sort it out in 5 days flat. That's right. He fixed us up with this spanking new shed quick smart. So we owe it all to you, Mitch, and New Zealand Insurance for getting off your hind quarters so quickly.
NZI Insurance. We approve most claims in only 5 days from getting your claim form.
This is June Salter. I'm speaking to you on behalf of the future children, not only of Australia, but of the world. 1 in every 12 babies born today has a serious physical malformation or suffers from mental retardation. At Foundation 41, a team of dedicated scientists are investigating the vital but largely unknown period of human life, the first 41 weeks from conception through birth and including the week following delivery. It is distressing that their work is restricted through lack of funds. The advances they make are a direct result of your help. Please help our children of the future by sending your donation to Foundation 41, 365 Crown Street, Surrey Hills, New South Wales, 2010 today.
Oh, kids.
$7:30.
And we're back. Let me make sure it's doing the right thing. Yes. Alrighty. It needed to be taught a lesson. Now what we were doing. Yes, that's right. Howdy, how's it going? Oh, it's going about the best I can say. Audio artifacts from my mic. Really? Huh. Sounds wibbly wobbly. What you doing? Doing some Pokemon. Eventually, could be interesting. Eventually planning on making our way through the entire franchise. And so far we've beaten Blue, Yellow, and Silver. Let's go. Love Ball. How about yourself, Papa Jimmer? Doing well? Sweet, it's awesome. First time doing these games? No, I played these on release. I've been here a while. Team list is gone again. For some reason. First time sort of streaming it. I guess, does that technically make it the same Pokemon and the same gender? Doing well, super successful Crystal Nuzlocke stream this AM. Good engagement, grew up with these ones too, trying to get acquainted with the current Gen 2 streamers. Cool. Well, good to see you. Cool Bond, who are you referring to when you say he was one of the first people that arrived in Australia? Because I may have some unfortunate news for you on that. Joke about my age. Well, I would hesitate to remind people that I use they, them pronouns. Right, sorry. It's all good. Keep forgetting. I think I have it set somewhere, like, if you have that plugin where it shows it, but I'm also trying to get better at, like, being a gentle reminder to people. What do you guys do for real life? How did your Gen 1 silver runs go? I mean, we got through it. Real life, basically just customer service retail. Gen 1, how did we do? We took, what was it? Blastoise? I think it was Blastoise we ended up, running through thing. The reward for yellow, like getting to yellow version, was that we allowed ourselves to catch a Mew, and that was like one of the mainstays of our team, because why wouldn't you with a legendary? And silver, yeah, it was a bit of a struggle with the level curve, as the case may be. But we still managed. Level curve is tough, yeah. Just beat Chuck and not looking forward to Jasmine. Oh, yeah. Because that's a little bit of a sticking point from memory. Probably overthinking it. Oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes that's good. Let me think. You know, one of the best characters on the show. Rather not get into it, depressing enough already. Steelix is tough, but I lost 2 Muttons this run already. One to Whitney and one to Morty. Oh yes, because it's a Nuzlocke. Yeah, that would make it trickier, because then you have to, like, over-prepare, if anything. Which is, I mean, that's why I like the little bit more of a casual approach, because it's like, no one really ever plays these games anymore for just fun. Like, no one's picking up the original versions to just play because of how old they are. It's typically, they have a challenge or like a Nuzlocke or something in mind. And limiting level to that of the gym's highest mon. So that's like, just that extra layer on the top. But say, I think these games still have a lot to offer for people. It's just like, it's like, what am I trying to say? It's, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. It's like, they still have some good foundations and fundamentals that inform a lot of the things. Like the history of gaming. I like them without challenge, but I wanted to switch it up this time. Also doing a neat challenge, every game with only a Lickitung for each game. So are you, like, editing the starters as well? So it's like you go to the professor, pick up your starter, and surprise, it's a Lickitung each time. Yeah, editing the starter each time. As in, like, picking it up and then changing it, or making it so it's always been a Lickitung, and the professor's just losing his mind over what actually it is, just to have fun. There's a YouTuber that does something similar, but does it with every mon in the decks. Is my favourite Pokemon, and as in I can edit it so it's always Lickitung. Cool. Because I know there's a couple of different ways to go about it. Worst run ever that was completable was Tangela. Oh, I can imagine that. That would have been in, like, the Gen 1 sort of era where it didn't have anything. Tangela sounds tough. Scott's thoughts. TM50, is that useful? No. Gotta head into work now, might be able to be back later. Hope to see you both around, have a fun stream. Good luck with work. It's about what I can say, because, jeez, don't we all need it these days? Tangela has not learned a decent damage move for a while. Yeah. And even then, it's still not great. What do we got? Anything? Oh yeah. Was considering that. You know what? Just for fun. I know some people have issues with spiders, and I mean, I'm about one of them as well. But, I mean, it's not a bad Pokemon. Weird. Poison Sting and Stringer Shot. Wow. I was trying to think again about emotes and something. Emotes and whatnot to draw from, like, the intro video thing. But I can't think of anything that's, like, strong enough imagery to bother with. So it took something like 2 IRL hours at 4 times speed to beat Brock. Oof. Let's go test out this move. Level 27 for Absorb. Rorf. Vomit, vomit, vomit. And 29 for Vine Whip. I mean, what were they using for that then? Struggle? Leech Seed? Constrict and Struggle. Oof. I suppose that means there were ones that were unbeatable. Just because of, like, their lack of thing. Like Magikarp, for example. Well, no, it does learn Tackle. Depending on how you do it, like Metapod and Kakuna, maybe. Unless you're catching them in the wild and then they only know Harden. In Gen 1, Magikarp can't beat Ghost types. That's right. And you can't teach it anything. Struggle is a normal type rather than untyped damage. Which would have made Lavender Town next to impossible, trying to get through all the ghosts. But maybe it would have made it actually impossible if you got to get past all the channelers. Because in worst case, you get to the Elite Four and it's like, well, you got what's her name, Agatha. It was impossible, yeah. Let's send out Snips. Channeler's stopping cold in his tracks. Yeah, I was just trying to think, what's the map layout? It's like, could you get around them? But no, there are places where it's just, no, you need to... Thou must fight. What's the thing? You will fight and fight alone, and in the end you'll see there was no other way. Even University Magikarp failed? I don't know what University Magikarp is. I assume that's like a specific build. Tell me now, is there a man among you here? Is there not one who will stand up and try to fight? Tell me, man. Is there not one in all your ranks? Is there not one who values courage over life? Japanese only event Magikarp that learns Splash and I think Dragon Rage. Huh. Which you would think would bypass that can't hit ghosts barrier then. But I guess maybe that's not enough. You hear the call, ask them where they stand. They call me a hero, the hero of man. But why should we save them when they stand for nothing? If they deserve life, let them stand for themselves. I've given everything I can. There are no heroes left in man. Had to get it to level 100 and use X items. So it begins. Psychic is good against bugs, so yeah. That's some good paralysis right there. Yeah, no, I've just had the Proto Man on my mind lately. Was Dragon Rage a fixed damage move? Oof. That's the one that's the 40 damage fixed, is it? Because I remember getting something like that on a Dratini in a randomizer run. Yeah, cool. I don't think this is going to work out. Oh, that's a little bit unsettling with how it distorts like that and it picks its face to do. Yeah, we got it covered. Everybody level up. Still picking up the weird sounds from the mic, or has that cleared up? Because I think I have a suspicion about what that might be, if that's the case. Still there. Alright, well. Now I don't know. Because I know I've got like a noise gate filter for if I have the air conditioning on. And that can be problematic if I don't talk immediately. But wibbly wobbly. What could that be? Wow, did I not need Rock Smash? That's embarrassing. Because it's like, practically, I haven't changed anything since yesterday. So if they weren't there yesterday, but are here today, something has changed. And the only thing that changed is that I updated the Stream Deck, which did say that it had some audio control thing on it. So maybe there's something there. But I don't know for sure. Very weird. Like, is it only when I'm speaking then, or is it just all the time? Because I'm not seeing anything on, like, the audio monitor for when I'm not talking. But it could be that it's picking up, like, the fan from the computer or something like that. Only when I'm talking. Ah. Weird. I legitimately can't think of what it could be. I'll have to have a look at the Stream Deck settings then after the stream, just in case I break anything further. Oh, they definitely changed the layout then for this. Poor thing. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've worked out what the random freezes and things are doing, like the lagging. It's because my CPU is maxing out. Unfortunately, the solution to that is buy a new CPU. The problem in there is that it requires a more significant financial investment than the cost of a CPU. Because the motherboard I have is also an ancient model, so none of the newer ones will work on it. So it would have to get a new motherboard. Which also means that the memory that I have will be outdated. So I would need to get new memory. Yeah, need a new motherboard, which also means new RAM, yep. And then I have to see if literally everything else in my system is compatible with this potential new motherboard and new CPU. But that seems to be the solution to the problem, which invites more problems. And then when I'm already... Graphics card will most likely be compatible, yes. There is that hint of an asterisk on there because I did upgrade from a 2GB card not too long ago. And that's only because it died. But when, yeah, I'm already, I think, like a little bit behind on medical payment issues and am looking at other technical upgrades for both this and the podcasting, it becomes a little bit of a taller ask. So, as mentioned towards the top of the stream, if there is any wealthy benefactor out there willing to drop 15 grand on me for no reason, I'm certainly not going to say no. And I am open to basically any types of sponsorship or bribery. I do have some standards. And again, as previously mentioned, I've already had to decline ads from the Australian Army and the State Casino. Because as wealthy as those guys are, I do not feel comfortable taking their money. Can't imagine why. I can't even remember what graphics card I currently have in this system. It's a Phoenix or something. It's something NVIDIA anyway. Fully understandable. Because yeah, I think like the rugby league team that I support is like the only one that has gotten rid of all the poker machines and like slot machines out of their leagues club, which is where a lot of people come to drink and you know, spend money and things. So they don't want to rely on like hurting people that way. I would most likely take the army deal myself, but I have no clue how the army is in Australia. I mean, I'm a little bit anti-military to begin with. Like, they generally across the world seem to get themselves into situations that they really shouldn't be in. This is just as they're announcing they'll buy 5 new nuclear-powered submarines from France to better defend our borders. It's like, that's a real piece of an issue. But yeah, a lot of their advertising is, tell us what you like to do, and we'll tell you how you can do it in the army. Considering the tension with China, it might be needed. I mean, I dislike that that's an idea that it's needed, you know? It just... People let people be. I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly where I stand politically or how best to categorize it. But, like, there's things that it's like, this doesn't feel right, or this is probably wrong, or no, this is good. But I don't know how to articulate that. And then, yeah, that becomes a bit of an issue when pressed on things like this. Because then it's like, okay, how can you say X when you don't know how to verbalize it? Like, if you can't explain yourself. Until people stop putting egomaniacs in power, it's going to be needed, unfortunately. Yeah. I don't know. Again, it's a whole, like, why can't we just live and let live? It's really not that hard. But apparently it is. And I don't like it. And just look at Russia, any deal they make is more worthless than the paper it was written on. And it shouldn't be. I mean, like, maybe it's just me. I was brought up with the idea of, like, integrity and sticking to your word no matter what. And it's like, you know, at the end of the day, all you have left is what people will remember you for, basically. So you always try to represent yourself the best you can. And it's like, I can't fathom how some people are just like, oh, I could quite easily hurt people on my way to the top. Like, why would you... How can you do that? I don't get it. Sad truth is they just don't care about it. It's all about them. Yeah. And again, I hate that that's basically the worldview. Very depressing in a way. It's like when you get to things about religion and whatnot. It's like, if your religion says you can't do something, that's fine. If your religion says I can't do something, that's when it becomes an issue. It's like, let people just be people. As long as the military has a decent enough rap, I will support them, because defending the army at this point is begging to be defunding the army at this point is begging to be taken advantage of. Yeah. Again, hate that that's kind of the truth. What are you doing falling into a hole? Some genius you are. I mean, true. Serves you right. Well, wake up, boys. How you doing? For 10 years? Like, how long have they been in this hole? Like 1,000 or more? Are you trying that hard, or... Alright, see ya. Strength needed. Coughing. It's just speed, I think, yes. Sleeping, most likely. It was something like 150 years since the tower burned. Yeah, so... what, 150 years he's had to try and find a statue that's really not moving anywhere. Even then, he's been on the hunt for 10 years and still couldn't figure it out. I don't think he deserves to catch Suisun. Or however that's pronounced, I've never been able to figure it out. Because despite playing all the games, I dropped off the anime from, I think, early Johto, actually. Not because of, like, lack of interest, but more conflict of schedule. Because I was, like, no longer having to get up early to go to the school that I used to go to. I had to get up at a different time for different schools. Suicune. Or Suicune. Yeah, fair. So it feels weird to have that hard K sound in there. Soft E at the end, so it is with a une. Yeah, it's just like the way it's written. Tower burned on a fire. More like Kun, but with a hint of an E at the end. So I don't even know how that would work, because I think maybe I'm overthinking it to begin with, but definitely putting too much emphasis on it. Eh. But that's the running thought, isn't it? You never tried to make too much fun out of someone who mispronounces something, because if they get it, like, if they have the correct meaning, that means they've read it before hearing it. Whereas someone who misspells something heard it before reading. And then depending on the context of whatever word it is, then you can make a little bit more fun of them, but it's still not good to make fun of anyone. Especially if it's someone who's ESL, because God knows English is hard enough as it is. Without all the extra baggage of trying to juggle two or more languages. The moral of the story is just always be kind. A video link. How to pronounce that particular Pokemon's name. I will have that open for after the stream. You know what, actually, I'm just playing it.
Mario, Gardevoir, Machamp, Pikachu, and Suicune. And there appears to be more... Save file.
Oh, a Suicune? That's cool. Oh, this is my... Friggin' Shinx, guys, did you see the silhouettes of the Suicune, of the Mewtwo? It's unlike...
There we go, hopefully that came through enough. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. To me, maybe it sounds like it shouldn't have an E on the end. Or maybe I've just been reading too much manga. Or manga, if you prefer. And I know for a fact that would have set some people on edge. But yeah, no, to me, it reads like it should be a soft C, not a hard K. But I guess that's me in the wrong. Don't forget manhwa if you were Korean. Yeah. And I think there's also a Chinese one, but I can't remember if that's any different. To be fair, English is a shit tier language. Oh yeah. I mean, it was I think a 51% to 49% vote back in the day of Australia's national language being German. Or not. It's like German versus English. Who should we go with? And yeah, 51% basically said, yeah, probably English. Otherwise, would have been German. Fuck's sake. Caesar is pronounced like Kaiser. Now, to be fair, I don't think that's an issue with English. I think that's probably more of an issue with Latin. Because I don't know how many Romans were speaking English. Oh hey, a berry I'm allowed to use. No, that's back there. Boyd's. But yeah, when hard C sounds exactly like a K, it makes the distinction unnecessary. But yeah, and it gets slightly in the, I guess, the universe next door. English would have been my second language. And that's weird to imagine for me. I mean, I struggle to make it a first language. But just thinking about, like, everything that's been involved in my entertainment and development and all of that, trying to imagine that in German is bizarre. Wonder why he told his bird Pokemon to fly high when Dojuo can't really fly that well. I say fly that well because it can still learn fly. Nope. Dead end. Should be giving Like Tesla and omelets and levels as well. Like, I struggle to do like a German accent without sounding like an idiot. It's a little bit brain-breaking to try and think of it, honestly. Why was I coming here again? Can't remember. I don't think I had a specific reason. So I know I've got to defeat the Kimono Girls. Because they unlock Surf. Gotta get to Cyanwood for the pharmacy. But on top of that, I gotta get through Morty, who unlocks the ability to use Surf. I must have come here for a reason, or I just did it out of habit, basically. Well, not habit, but not concentration. Because as I've mentioned before, I tend to get a little bit lost in the focus sometimes, which really makes trying to do the entertaining and streaming factor, yeah, subconsciously. Thank you, that is the word I was thinking brain-wise. Yeah, what was I saying? The focus ability makes the entertainment factor a little bit of a trick. And I definitely think I've gotten better, but I'd probably be a lot better once medicated for ADHD. Because I know that the ASD isn't treatable. Manageable at best. But it's still also part of an issue. But I don't even think subconsciously is the right word, honestly, because that theoretically suggests that I did have a reason to do it, but it was in the back of the mind. Maybe I was just thinking ahead for gym leaders. Honestly, I think I just took a wrong turn and didn't notice and just rolled with it. Because that's probably much more me, just getting lost. I have a bad sense of real life direction. Which again, I think I've probably mentioned here a few times now. If you do something without thinking, by definition, it's subconsciously. Fair. As I said, I just thought it would have been like a more... not a more... like just a more suitable word for that particular action. Thoughtlessly, maybe. Accidentally? Yeah. Item finder. We've got a little bit of time left. Should we get started on the gym? We might be able to beat the gym, honestly. Can you inflict any damage on our Pokémon? Well, I guess the same question back to you, bud. No. I mean, the curse is probably going to kill us before we can do too much with Spinarak. Ow. Oh, there's also the lick. But we do have our ace in the hole, so to speak. Oh, it's gone midnight. Because I just noticed the activity feed change over days. Well, what are you going to do about it? That, evidently. Using one of my 3 snoozes to give us an extra 5 minutes on the clock. Because it's like, I don't want to subject you guys to the auto ads as I'm trying to wrap up. Because that's just cruel. You know what, we probably could just speedrun this gym. Let's see if we can nut it out before we finish. Even if I do have to use the other 2 snoozes that I've got left. Because we're at, what, 2 hours on the stream? Not counting the... I mean, that is counting the 6 minutes of pre-roll. Yeah. No, I'm good. I think I cracked it. Nope, she's having a stroke. My timer is beeping at me. My team is currently Jaws the Feraligator, Webby the Arcades. Is that, what's here, the Spinarak's evolution? Aridios, not Arcade. Yeah, it was like I couldn't remember the name. Lily the Ampharos, and when you get access to them in Cyanwood, Misdreavus and Larvitar, as well as Ho-Oh as the box legendary. Stupid autocorrect, yeah. In there. So I guess this is Matilda's gym to run away with. I mean, that doesn't hurt, where they just knock out half their HP. I just knock out the rest of it. And then once I'm a minute over time, the flashing stops, so that's good. Thank God they got moved from Mount Silver. Oh yeah, are they available earlier? Because that was a bit of a deal breaker with why I ended up picking Matilda. It's like, oh, I wanted Mischievous. Oh, I can't get one. Okay, rethinking the team. Like, you can tell a decent lost joke with poetry. And I know that's a little bit of a passe thing to do jokes about. But it's, what is it? In spring, the man put up a pillar. In summer, he built another. Throughout autumn, it held. And in winter, one fell. They moved the new area next to Cianwood. Larvitar is in the Safari Zone. Oh, cool. Might have to have a look about the team dynamics again then. Because Snubbull and Granbull were like a last minute pickup addition. But that was planned to be Mischievous. Now, if I keep that, but get rid of Omelette, for example, I lose my flyer. Unless someone else learns Fly. Oh, it's not available on Crystal. I'm playing Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah, so that's what I figured. It's like, I can't remember if that's true, but I guess I'll cede to knowledge. So, Coolbon knows a lot better about Pokemon than I do. I am the little baby. Because yeah, they got rid of the Safari Zone in Gen 2, didn't they? Or at least blocked it off. Should have noticed that you said Safari Zone. Alright, gym leader time. Rainbow coloured Pokemon will come down to appear before a truly powerful trainer. Added it back in Heart Gold, Soul Silver next to Cianwood. The old Safari became Pal Park. Wasn't that in Sinnoh? Is that what I'm thinking of? I just passed it in Poke Clicker, so I'm trying to remember. In both games. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. They're both of the same generation. So there's the team list gone again. If I refresh the web page link, it brings it back, but I have to do the reset sprites to transfer old Gen Mons, yeah. Pokemon Clicker. It is a clicker game of Pokemon, and yeah, you do damage based off, like, you can just do tick damage, that your Pokemon just accumulate damage, or you can click to make the damage more. And it has every generation of every Pokemon built into it up to, I think they've done Sword and Shield by now. But literally you start in Kanto. It's like, oh, choose a Pokemon to start with out of the three, like, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. And, yeah, you just play through the game. You can't progress to the next area until you capture all of the Pokemon in that region. So for, like, Kanto, it is 151, because Mew is there. But Mew roams around the map like the legendary beasts of Gen 2. So you have to track it and, like, pin it down and hope that your Pokeballs are strong enough. I think that's the one, pokerclicker.com. Yes, that is the one. It even has the, like, Orange Islands and all of that in it, which I find amusing. So you can get a whole team of pink Pokemon, insofar as what was in or directly implied in the anime. Like, you can't get pink everything. You can also get all of the clone Pokemon that were in the movies. So, you know how they had Mewtwo make all the clones of everything. So, like, you can get a clone Bulbasaur, because that was in the movie. But that also implies that there's the clone Ivysaur and clone Venusaur, which you can also get. Like, it has Detective Pikachu, it has so many different variants of Pokemon. It's insane. Personally, I would recommend an auto-clicker or something like that as a program to save your wrists and fingers, and mice to a lesser extent. Because, by golly, will you need it. Or you can just take longer and take the scenic route and enjoy the game that way. What am I doing? Struggling, that's what I'm doing. Well, main look, can't escape. Like, it has the underground built into it from Diamond and Pearl, but throughout the entire series. So, I think it's Route 11, where you would normally catch, like, Sandshrew and Drowsy and things next to Misty's place, Cerulean City. No, next to Vermilion City is what I'm thinking of. And that's where they have the underground. So you just go in there and start digging for fossils. Because that's how you get your extra fossils. Because you get one for going through Mount Moon. And although I have a good number of shinies in that, I don't count it because it's not a real game. With the amount of Pokemon that you can go through, like, catching shiny Pokemon is an inevitability rather than something that's a little bit more chance-based. Whoa. I think that's Shadow Ball. We never even saw that. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of this horrible place. Let's go heal up, and that'll be the stream for today. So So let's do that in order of what I said. Healing up. Saving the game. Save, yes. And dropping a sneaky save. And yes, that's the stream for today. So thank you all for joining me. And as usual, stay after the credits for the raid if you feel so inclined. But thank you and good night.
And so we come to the end of another day on Sunshine Television. Hope today has been a good one for you. And we hope tomorrow is an even better one. And now this is Ray Marsh on behalf of all of us here at the Granville studios of SEQ Television on channels 8, 1, 5 and 10, wishing you all a very good night.